Hello again everyone, it's Vic Witch Art Witch here, and today we are unboxing Scrawlrbox number 121. I know, I can't believe it. So many Scrawlrboxes, so much good art supplies. I absolutely love it. Now once again, I am not part of Scrawlrbox. I am not. Paid by them, I am nothing to do with them other than I buy their sub box, I unbox it for you guys. And maybe you might want to join Scrawlrbox too. Go on, we're nice. We're a nice family. So, this month's Scrawlrbox, it's very light. I'm not getting pencil noises when I shake it. I probably shouldn't shake it really. I'll probably break any leads that are in there. I'm not getting any pencil vibes. It's very light. So let's see what we've got, shall we? And who would like to place bets on whether I get to eat the sweet this month? I nearly did last month. That ghost chili chocolate lime, I nearly scarfed that on the stream. If it weren't for the fact that I read the little zine, then oh my gosh, that would have been a disaster. Hope everybody is now surviving with the children back at school. Oh ho ho. What have we here? Okay, so I'm seeing some aquafine watercolours. We have a red, cadmium red hue, yellow ochre, or however you pronounce it, ultramarine blue. So we've got three primary colours. We have a chocolate covered toffee. Yeah, it's a husband sweet again. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? These are awesome. Feels very thin. Doesn't feel like there's much in there. We've got our Scrawler zine. Looks like a watercolour theme. Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Okay, our featured artist this month is a gentleman called Matty Burnham. Matty is an ink and watercolour illustrator. Oh, just like me. Just like me. Originally from Cumbria, now living near Leeds in Yorkshire. So he feels home in both the Lake District and the Dales. These beautiful local landscapes are significant inspiration for him. However, he also loves visiting and illustrating less familiar areas such as the incredible Northumbrian castles or lockside cottages of the Highlands. Adopting philosophy that life is too short for grey shadows, he mixes blues and purples to create shade, cast shadows, and subsequently the sunlight, which is the focus of his work. Isn't that good? And I can see where the inks come in as well. It's all very loose, very sort of like, it's not a concentrated line. It's so good. I really like this style. Arches. Have we got arches? Arches watercolour paper. I've always wanted to try some Arches watercolour paper. I don't have any. Which, you know, I'm a watercolour artist and ink artist, like I just said. So this is... wow. Okay, so we've got... what we got here? A 3-sheet A5 Discovery Pack. Exclusive to Scrawlrbox. Looks like it says on the actual paper there what type of paper it is. So I'm just trying to, like... there, you can see underneath there. So, interesting. Right, let's remove the box. Bye-bye, box. Now, I'm guessing there's probably some brush or something, or maybe a pen in here. Like, I need pens. I've got so many pens. So many pens, so much ink. Those who know me will testify. Okay, so, we have paintbrush. We have a Aqua Elite Princeton Aqua Elite Round in size 4. And for pen, we have a Pentel point liner, water and fade resistant in a 0.3, which is good. I always appreciate a really good water resistant ink. And of course, our Scrawler sticker. The important bit. Very important bit. You know, not the art supplies. We just buy it for a sticker, don't we? Only for the sticker. Right. So, before we dive in, get swatchy with it, etc., etc., I don't know. I've only got 3 sheets, so getting swatchy with it might be a bit of a challenge this month. I might not be able to get swatchy with it. I might only be able to do small swatches. So, I should have got some water, really, just on the off chance. So, let's open our thing. So we've got a variety of high quality surfaces made for wet mediums. So that tells me that each one of these is different. The Aquafine watercolours and pen. So, and as usual, scan your QR codes for supply information and prices with the Scrawler Challenge on the back page. And here we go. Here's Matty Burnham. Look at these. These are beautiful. I'm envious. I'm not going to lie. I am envious. These are stunning. So we have some Scrawler tips, as always, about your paint. Do this first. Mix your paint inside the tube with a toothpick. Should help mixing the binder and the pigment before you use it. Do I have toothpicks? That is a very good question. This is where I delve into my trove of art things under the desk and hope and pray I have some. Feathers? No, we don't want feathers. These feathers. I know I've got some. I've seen some. Yes. Huzzah. Toothpicks. I knew I had some. I'll have to go get some water in a moment. Okay, using Aquacolor watercolours. So this is our warm-up act to get us used to using these if you're not used to using watercolours behind like this. Okay, mate's top tip. To get fresh, clean, transparent washes, it's important to use a relatively big brush and enough paint to easily fill the brush. Certainly worth preparing each colour mix before you start the wash so you're not mixing while the paint is drying. I use enough water to have a puddle on my palette. That is definitely a puddle. That is definitely a puddle. Here we go. Scrawlrbox 119 to infinity and beyond. Look at these amazing things that people did with the Inktense. I did not get on with the Inktense. I even tried making ink out of them. It didn't work. The pigment settled really easily. And yeah, it was just like, it ended up like a really, really weak watercolour wash. So it didn't work the way I was hoping. I was really hoping I might be able to use it with a dip pen and like do some art that way. But you know, we'll keep waiting for that ink box. We'll keep waiting. Hint, hint, Scrawlrbox, ink box. So look at these beautiful things that people have made. Helen, check yours out. I know a few people that recognise that. Okay, Visuti, I really apologise if I say your name really badly wrong there. That's beautiful. I love that. It just looks like you're flying off into the galaxy. It's so pretty. Hey, look, it's Mel. Hey, Mel. That is so cool. The fact that even though we've got like all these really bright colours, what you've done is like really murky and it's really different to everything else. And I really like that. Oh, wow. Look at these top three. Oh, that poor cat holding on for dear life. Oh, I want to hold him and tell him it's okay. You'll be okay. Oh, these are so good, guys. Eva, Jan Smith, and Elsa. These are so good. So good. Oh, this is the feature where we do like what somebody has in their Scrawler stash. I think Paul's done it. I think Kat's done it. So I mean, I won't go into detail because it's like very like each individual thing. But so this is one of our scrollers who does that, and then you've got these are like watercolor stuff that people have done in the past, I think. Or these might just be scrollers that do like really, really amazing watercolor art. These are beautiful. Look at that. How so much detail. None of my watercolors look like that, I tell you now. None of mine do. Okay, so Scrawlers, get cozy. This month's box invites you to wander into your happy place, wherever or whatever that might be. Maybe it's a sun-dappled forest, a secret discovered while wandering, a quiet corner with a sketchbook and a cuppa, or a dreamscape filled with colour and calm. Use these supplies to map out your personal sanctuary. It could be real or imagined, detailed or abstract. Let's go there. Ooh, okay, that could be a fun one. I've got a few places in mind that I really, I could really paint, and because these are primary colours, it gives us a lot of scope to make lots of different colours, and it's not going to cause any problems because I can make any colour. You can make any colour with these. Let's face it. So, happy place, huh? Happy place. Getting that thinking cap on. So now, I'm going to move these out of the way over here. Because I'm going to need a palette. Come here. Come here. I've recently rearranged underneath my desk, you see. And things are in the way and being a pain. Oh my word, this one doesn't want to come out at all. Out with you. Bear with me, guys. Proper. There we go. Proper wedged and stuck and what have you on the corner of things. Right. There. I won't need to do that again in future. Oh my word. What a mess. What a mess. Bear with me. Things have moved. Alright, there we go. This one will do just fine, I think. Because the thing is, I've only got 3 pages of watercolour paper. So I'm just going to go and get myself. And you've twisted. Whoops a daisy. I've only got 3 pages of watercolour paper. So normally I would do a swatch. I would do a full page would just be swatching. But because it is a 3-page pack, I think what I'm going to do is just swatch across the top of one of the pages, like I did with the pastel mat. I'm just going to swatch across the top of one of the pages, so that what I can do then, so I've got my clean water and my dirty water one. What I can do then is I can still use the rest of the page, because I've never used Arches paper before, and I don't want to waste too much of it doing a large swatch page, which is what I would normally do. So let's get swatchy with it. Actually, it's not a leaf, like that's stuck on the front. Radio. Because I feel like I'm going to use like all the supplies for this one quite easily. I'm just going to pop that there. Okay, so we've got some 300 grams of cold pressed and natural white. We got rough in natural white, again 300 grams, 300 DSM. I know what I meant. And hot pressed in natural white. All right. So this is it's on the back of the paper. Tells you what it is. I think there's a back. I don't know, is there a back to watercolor paper? I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the hot press for the swatching, because I tend to use cold press in my stuff. So those are the ones that I kind of want to keep most of. I tend to use cold press for all my artwork, but I could be converted. So this is the arches. What I might actually do is the swatchy bit. I might actually do it down here so that I know what it's from. So I'm just going to move that. Let's get 3 different toothpicks. Okay. So this could go horribly wrong, or this could go wonderfully. I have more bets on the latter. Right. Now, we're gonna... Well, I mixed it. It's, yeah. A lot of it's come out on the toothpick. I'm just gonna pop that there. Yeah, because I'm swatching, I'm just going to use that little bit. I don't really want to... It seems like if you squeeze these things pretty hard, it'll just come out regardless. So I'm going to go pretty gentle with these. Yeah, so the moment you take the lid off, the excess comes out. Just do that this time. And again. I mean, that yellow looks really dark. It's not as dark as it looks. It's still trying to exit the tube. Stop. Stay in the tube. And finally, red. Yeah, so as soon as you take the lid off, it's trying to exit due to the pressure on it. I don't think there's much point in trying to mix that. That looks pretty mixed. Probably wasn't much point in trying to mix the others, to be honest, but that's what it said to do. So, let's add some water to these and see what we get. Because I'm going to swatch down here. Still a bit too thick and painty for me, but there we go. That's better. I think it's just purely the amount that's on there. There we go. That's looking more like it. So I'm going to come down from about here. So there's your blue. Now I'm going to do the same with yellow. You're still getting like all the granulation show through from the paper, which is really cool. And then just to keep it like in line, I'm going to go across with the red rather than down. Because that way I've saved most of this paper for any actual scrawler artwork. There we are. So you're still getting the granulation for the paper and the pigment and stuff like that, but it's not like over the top. And I've still saved myself quite a bit of paper that I can actually use, which is good. Oh, I don't like the smell though. Maybe that's just me. I will say this: it does seem to dry very fast on the Arches Hot. So there you go. Let's see if I can do that. Ah, perfect. So you got your Arches hot pressed. You can see it's really covered very well. It's not like dried out or anything like that. I say dried out, like, you know, when your brush starts drying out like really quickly and you get streak marks or anything like that. The coverage is really good. And these two are dry already. These two are dry already. And that is almost dry. So it dries very quickly on this paper. Which is great. So, and finally we do need to swatch the pen, which I'm going to do a squiggle of the pen on its own. There we are, squiggle of the pen on its own. Let's see if I can bring you guys down a bit more. I'm trying to stop the camera from automatically tilting because of the way I've got my wires. There we are. So I've got my pen. I'm just going to do a little bit of hatching on the bottom of each one, so you can see how it looks. There we go. Now remember, because these are primary colours, you can mix up like this, that and everything with them, because it is the basis of all colours. So there's not like too much of a problem in regards to, oh, I don't have purple, I don't have blue. Well, you've got blue, you can't make blue, blue's a primary colour, but I don't have green, or I don't have orange, you know, so you've got those colours because you can just mix them up. Basic colour theory will on the internet, anything like that will do ya. Alright, I think that is everything for this month's Scrawlrbox. Ooh. Making sure I put the lid back on this, even though I'm probably going to use it in a minute to do my own swatch book. So, that is our Scrawlrbox for this month. It looks like we're going to have a lot of fun with this, because it does give you quite a lot of scope and range. Because it's the primary colours, you can mix any colour up from them. So it gives you a lot of scope and range to do whatever you want. With the art from featured artist Matthew Burnham, that is a beautiful piece and very inspirational. I have to add, very inspirational. So I'm just framing everything for you, as usual, so you can see it all. I'll have to come up slightly. And there we are. And there you have it. The contents of Scrawlrbox number 121. Now, I look forward to seeing everything that everybody creates with these Scrawlrboxes, because as usual, it is amazing what you guys do. I do love seeing them all. Even if, like, sometimes I don't get to post one myself for whatever reason, I do love to see them all. I can't put that anywhere. So, there we are. So, with that, this has been Vic Wicked Heart Witch. If you're looking for witchy stuff, I'm sure that's going to come soon, because I'm just waiting for my next witch casket to arrive. And if you're looking remaining for the arty stuff, I'll see you next month with the next Scrawlrbox. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.